it could be a hot mess disaster. We could never get another follower after today. Who knows?
Welcome to the She's Rooted podcast.
We're about to get real unscripted.
So pull up a chair. Let's get to the root of it. What's up, Mo?
Hi, how are ya?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great.
I'm so excited to chat today because we are over the hump. It's episode 51. Like, here we go. Area 51. I think. I don't even know. I think it is. But nobody talks about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm really excited. We talked last week about messy action,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited to break down some things on the road towards that action because we made a mess. We cleaned it up along the way. Some of them we just left there. We're like, we don't need to clean that.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be a great day to talk a little bit about maybe bringing some of our listeners back to the beginning roots of this podcast and making things really practical, actionable, just great real perspective around the chase of the pursuit of those things that we want in our life. So before we get into that, how about we welcome everyone on back to the She's Rooted podcast. We're really excited that you're here. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee. It's about to get real fun. If this is the first time that you are coming and listening to us, welcome, welcome. Mo and I like to keep things very real, raw. So buckle up. You will love us. Sometimes you might love to hate us, but it's all in good love, right? But do you have anything that you want to say before we get on into it?
No, I'm grateful for everybody that's tuning in, and I hope that we can, through our own stories and struggles and things that we've overcome because our belief, I'm hoping that we can impart that perspective shift to others that might be chasing after something or desiring a different outcome. Because I think the reality is, and I'm excited to talk about this today, but the reality is our belief drives action, which action drives result. So whatever result you're getting today, because you are getting a result, is based on your belief. And if you don't like the result, then the place to start is your belief, right?
Yeah.
And when we take messy action, we had a lot of beliefs that kept us going.
Right. Absolutely. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we all are.
Yeah.
When I posted and dropped episode 50, Mo, I wrote on the post actually that we had no idea how to start a podcast. No clue. Literally no idea how to do it. But we did know one thing, and that was all you have to do is press play. Just hit record. Record it. So let's kind of break some of those barriers down. Like you can input, output, whatever that thing is that you're chasing in your life that you want to accomplish, whether it is a big, audacious goal, it is a small goal that will lead into the big goals. It could be a podcast. It could be, I want to write a book. It could be, I want to get, hot and fit. I want to work on my health. I want to change jobs. I want to get a career ladder going in my life and move on up. Maybe I want to take a specialty course. Maybe I've never gone to college and now is the time I want to go pursue that degree. But I have a lot of things getting in the way. Whatever that thing is, you name it, you claim it. And let's talk about those stumbling blocks today, Mo, that are going to get in the way. And hopefully we can grab some perspective that can help people navigate through those stumbling blocks or jump over it a lot quicker because they got to have a good conversation with their two besties on the other side of this podcast. And that would be you and I. We're your besties. So let's talk about, hey, I want to do this thing. But, oh my gosh, what is the first thing that got in our way, Mo, when we're dropping the little quiet dream?
Yeah.
I got all ASMR on that.
I it might have been different for both of us. I know for me,
Absolutely.
my biggest obstacle with this entire podcast was time. Like my scheduling and planning and trying to set boundaries and make time for something that you know what it was, is the ripoff where I was like, when you're prioritizing your schedule and you're looking at it and go, "This is just, like, some little hobby, like, something I wanna do, like, do I really need to" like, everything could bump it out of the way, if that makes sense, like, everything else was, like, a bigger priority, right? And so that was hard, was, like, finally changing the belief and going like, "No, you know what? This matters to you. If it didn't matter to you, you wouldn't wanna be doing it." And I believe that I'm putting forth content that's going to impact and help somebody. So I do wanna do that, whether I'm, making money because I think that was, like, in my head coming into this as an entrepreneur and coming into this as an entrepreneur in this day and age, like, everybody sells everything, right?
Right.
Like, if you're
Right.
not making money, why do it? And that's, like, what you get brainwashed into. And it was for me the obstacle of going like, pause for a second, drown out the noise again, get rooted back in who you are, who God's made you to be, and what is it that you want to leave as a legacy? What is it that you want to do? And then make boundaries around it and make it, part of your schedule. That was one of the bigger issues for me. We're busy and we have a lot going on and we have a large family and um that was probably one of the biggest obstacles when we're like, "Yeah, it sounds so fun," and, like, the first 2 weeks, you're like, "This is fun," like and then you start for me, the guilt starts to set in, you're like, "What are you doing?" Like, you have this whole laundry list of things you need to get done, and you're gonna sit here and chat with your bestie and, call it a podcast? Like, what are you doing? Like, those are the thoughts I
Yep.
had, you know?
Yep.
And then, I think it was that belief shift. I don't even know if I've ever shared that with you, but then when people start texting and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like I listened and wow, this was great." Like, and you start getting those messages, they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna keep going." That was one of my bigger ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay on this little topic right here on these stumbling blocks because I think that they are so valid and I can relate with them. I'm in a different life stage than you are because you still have a little at home too, and mine are all grown up, and you've grown up children as well, but you still have a little. So time is different,
Mhm.
and I think that when we're looking at breaking down these stumbling blocks, I want to touch on time a little bit more, and I do want to touch on what you said because I think that it is such a good barrier to break and break through belief because you said it's just like this small thing that I'm doing because we discredit some things sometimes because we don't see ourselves a lot of times as others see us. So I do want to talk about that. But time, so when we're looking at prioritizing our time, it is not always easy to move new things that we're excited about into our daily life schedule. So we had a bunch of conversations on the front end of this podcast. When we press play on the first one, it was literally just a random Zoom. We had no idea a podcast was even in the works. I didn't know about it. Mo didn't know about it. We started talking about the idea of it and ended up pressing play, and that was our first episode. And I've
Yeah.
joked a couple times that even at the end, Mo was dropping mics left and right, and then her computer died. And I was
Yeah.
literally sitting here like, "What do I say? I don't know how to close out a podcast." But I did
Yeah.
it. I'm like, "It is what it is." But that was the easy part. The easy part was in the spur of the moment, you're having a great conversation and you're like, "All right, bet. Let's bet on ourselves. Let's do it. Like, let's move through the fear because if Mo's telling me, let's do this right now, and I'm like, I had that feeling. But then she's like, girl, let's just do it. And then I'm like, all right, okay, bet. So I got my hype girl hyping me up out of my own fear, and we did it.
Mhm.
And then moving forward, to continue down that path because I left that podcast so lifted. Mo left lifted, and we're like, "This is awesome. This is so fun." We think we have a podcast, right? We got one episode. I don't know what to do with it. Where do we put it on YouTube? Like, I don't know how to edit things. So, if
Oh
you've
my
listened to
gosh.
us, girls, we do not edit
Do
much
you
at
remember
all.
Do you remember when it was like, "We need to record something for the
I
beginning," and,
know.
like, like, it was we didn't know what we were doing. We're like and we just again, messy action, like, we knew something was better than nothing,
Right.
and And it was I'll never forget that day because that was stressful to me. I'm like, "I don't want I don't wanna record something, I just wanna do the
I
podcast."
know, we didn't know what the heck. So, it's funny, the beginning of our podcast, I learned on iMovie that if we film these voice notes on we Band-Aided it all together like duct tape. I'm
Really?
like, "Let's film
Totally.
something on TikTok, you send it to me, and then I'm gonna put it in iMovie, and then maybe I'll make a cover photo that moves around on Canva, I'll click buttons, figure it out,
Oh my
and then I'll download it, and we'll see if that is an intro."
Yeah.
And we nailed it. But yeah,
I love
we
that.
have we have if I took the cover that we created off and it was just the videos of us trying to figure out what the heck we say on an intro and outro, friends, it's Monique's feet walking around her kitchen. And it is my desk.
It's so
It's
bad.
not even our faces. It's
It's
just our
so
voice.
bad.
But here
Oh,
we are. So we
but
did
that was so stressful. That was like a
it
whole
was because
other that
yeah.
was stressful to me. That was another obstacle for me because I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." Like, and I'm getting
Monique
uncomfortable.
loves social media
I
content creation, let me
I
just tell you
li
this.
no,
She does
I
not.
love the live, I love
Yes,
engagement, I love real, but, like, when it was like, "We have to pre-record, blah, blah," I'm like, "No."
I know. It's a process.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm like, "We gotta be semi-professional."
I know.
And then because we got in our own way about it, we're like, "Oh, they do it this way, we need to do it this way because that's what makes a podcast."
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we did it. It's not very long, it's like 10 seconds, but
yeah,
we did and, like, we kept it the whole time. But after that initial run,
yeah,
now looking at the calendar and trying to figure out time, that became a big discussion between Monique and I because I know that we're on different life paths right now with family and priorities and obligations. The reds, like the red time in our life that stays on our calendar that we get to do and we also have to do. So being um a part of a leadership team long back in the day, Monique and I both learned some of these really great like boundaries that we have to put around our time. And when we had that conversation of, well, when are we going to film? You have to know who you're looking at on the other side of the conversation. And you have to see them for what it is that lights them up in their life, like what drains them, and knowing where your priorities were in your day. I had to tell like, "You have to put that on your calendar first, and then you let me know what is gonna be a great time for you to film."
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
because
grateful
it's
that I
different.
had flexibility in that,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Versus
yep,
us both in
sure.
the same season on different schedules would have been a lot harder to do, but if it mattered to us, we would have figured it out.
Right.
But it can be a stressful thing because the time paired with the, "Oh, it's just something small that
Mhm,
I'm doing,"
mhm.
can
It
then
can
make
stop you.
think that we
Yeah.
don't have time to do it because it's this small thing that we're doing.
It could totally stop you, and I could see that becoming a stumbling block for anybody, like, I think it is a stumbling block, and it's up to us and our choice. Do we look at it as an obstacle or a roadblock, right? And it could be for the person that maybe their big ambitious goal is to finally get healthy and work out, but, like, it's constantly about when. I had it today, like, full stop. I, got, like, such a messed up start to the day, so because of my situation at home with like the age gaps, here's what's like really rocking me. And I started to really think about this with our listeners too, but like my older kids want to stay up late. I got to get up early. I got to stay up late and get up early. I'm not getting sleep. I know sleep is most important. Then it's like, do you work out first thing in the morning when you're shot and you're not going to get a workout, like a great workout? I'm groggy, I mess up, or do I get like a few more minutes of sleep? It's that game. We all play it in
Right.
in different ways, right? Like the priority game and then the planning, the stacking game. And so often, like, to the woman that's on the other side and is going, honestly, like, love that you guys did a podcast. That's not my goal. Love that some people want to write a book. Not my goal. I just want to feel good. I just want to actually see what it feels like to be strong or healthy or prioritize that. Like, I had a hard moment today with myself because I was ready to put off a workout again till later. And girls, for me, later doesn't happen. And because everything else starts to come in the evening, I could, and there's been times when I will if it's like I have to, but it's the head space where I go, I'm watering my plants, dude. And I'm watering these plants and I'm going, I am taking such good care of these plants. I kill everything. PS, by the way. I kill
Mhm.
everything. I cannot keep a plant alive, but I am trying my freaking hardest. So, husband, if you do listen to my podcast, I'm trying. But I'm trying really hard to like care for these plants. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm watering them, because I'm kind of in a like sour mood. I'm like, "I'm spending all this freaking time. Like, this is when I could have been working out. I'm spending all this time to take care of these plants. They're so expensive. We invested so much. And so I got to water and I stopped and I was like, and that's exactly why you will work out because your health is so expensive and you are going to take care of yourself or you're going to be extremely expensive down the road
Right.
when you didn't. And it was
Yeah.
like a full stop moment for myself. And I say all that to say, like, if that's you on the other line, on the other side, and you're saying, I just want to feel healthy and good, you could be running into the exact same obstacle we're talking about right now, which is your schedule. It's your time blocking part of your day and also the part in your head that have you ever been in that place, Jamie, where you've been like, well, it's just me. Like, I'll get by. I don't need to, like, as a woman, as a mom.
Mhm.
So you're getting the same thing. You're telling yourself, like, I really want to work out. I really want to be healthy, but like, it's just me. I'll survive. And my schedule's too busy. I can't do it. It's just for little old me. No, stop. Like today, stop. If this is actually your goal, take messy action and block off that little bit of time for yourself that you move. And maybe it's not a full hour workout. Maybe it's not exactly ideal, the one that you want, but you commit to yourself that you're going to take messy action every day. And that's just a little bit better than you were yesterday, you know?
100%. No, that's so good. I think that that perspective shift, like when you're able to self check yourself in a moment of having almost an irritation of your limited, I make up words on
Ooh,
this podcast, limited. Maybe
levitated.
we'll use it later. Put it
I
in the
like it.
dictionary. But your limited time of, okay, I want to get my workout in. I have all of these things that are stacked up around this moment that I have to do that I said yes. And I also have to have all of that done before I get in the car to go pick up my son from school. But here I am watering this plant, and you have a shift in your mindset of, oh my gosh, I need to take care of this is why I need to take care of myself too.
Dude, it
It
was,
makes
it
you
was,
look at your choices so different, and it's
it
weird
did.
how it can when you start working on your mindset and your belief and the reasons why things matter to you, you become more rooted in the decision making of your day, and you start to break down your excuses and the barriers that you set around your goals, and you're like, "I'm a bust for this. This is why this is important, and this is why I'm gonna make time."
You kick your own butt, right? And
Yeah.
that was what happened. So I wanted to get this certain workout. I'm not gonna get it. I'm doing the plans. I had this moment and I was like, you know what? Go for 20 minutes in the basement, do 20 minutes, and then later, if you have bonus time, do more, but like get 20 minutes in. And I will tell you, I don't know, 17 minutes in, and I'm shot. If you know me, you know that I don't love working out. Like, I don't love it. I love it towards the end of a workout and after workout, I'm like, "Yeah," but, like, to get me to do it is a lot for my mental, like, I have to really push myself. So, anyway, I'm in there and I'm, like, 17 minutes in, I'm dripping sweat, and I was like, "Thank you." Like, to myself, like, "Thank
Yeah.
you that you made yourself do this. It was only 20 minutes. You were gonna try to blow it off. You were gonna say it's not enough. Look at you. You're sweating. You feel stronger. Like, thank you, Monique. Go take a shower and get on with your day now." Like,
Yeah.
so I hope
High
that's
five self.
encouraging. Yeah, I hope that's encouraging for you if you're listening there are so many things you're not going to necessarily want to feel like doing. Even with the podcast, there's inconvenient times that we're podcasting for both of us, but it's like we've committed to each other, we've committed to our listeners, like we've committed to this plan. Let's just do it. And when we're done every time, it's like, yes, thank you. Thank you for doing that, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Because it has meaning and it has purpose in your life. You have placed it off of the table of this is something that is just this small little thing that I'm doing into no, this is something that brings me happiness, brings me joy, brings me purpose, brings my voice into a light into somebody else's life, which then fills our cup, which it's like a full circle
It's
of
so
good.
funny.
It's a full circle of good that I'm so grateful for because if we never press play on that first day and let all of the how-tos need to be checked off the list and all of the structure of everything that you needed to do in order to do what you wanted to do, if you needed to have that first, we probably still would be researching how to freaking do a podcast.
Watching somebody's course. But isn't that funny how, like,
Right.
the time was we're still kind of talking about just time as a stumbling block, and everybody says it, but if you actually give yourself a minute to like assess it, I look at something as like the workout or doing podcasts or whatever, and it's like sometimes they're inconvenient, you're like, but I could pick up my phone and an hour later I stopped scrolling and I'm like, it's one of those things where the thing that's hard to do, you do it, and after you're like, "Yes." The
Yeah.
thing that's so easy to do, you spend and waste so much time and you get done doing it and you're like, "Why did I do that?"
That
Right?
and you get frustrated with yourself because that big dream that you wanted to chase and the thing that you wanted to do that you didn't show up for, you're like, "Oh, I wish I had the time." And
Right.
then you get mad at yourself because you're not further along the path to get there because you haven't put in the work to get there.
Intentional, you gotta be so intentional. There's so many distractions and your brain is wired to keep you safe and, like, easy street, right? Like, it's not gonna ever be like, "Yeah, let's go do the hard thing."
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I get in there and do those deadlifts. They're gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
It is my favorite. It is my favorite,
Oh,
but
I like
I hate
deadlifts.
it. I hated it in the moment. So I'm always trying to like, how do I make my strength training program be as fun as my dance fitness classes? Uh, that's never going to happen. Like,
Mm-mm.
I don't know why I did that. I was talking to myself, I guess. It's very weird. Hello, episode 51. I don't know.
Maybe they're just listening and they didn't watch it, they didn't see it.
Yeah, good.
I didn't see the hand puppets.
I made ass puppets.
Mm,
Yes. So I think that one, figure out what the heck it is that you want. Say it out of your mouth, write it on a piece of paper, tell your best friend, make it real, and then really show up and do it.
yeah.
Just press play on whatever it is podcast, book, health, fitness class. Going and
Well,
sitting in your boss's office and asking, what do I need to do in order to climb up the ladder here? I really see value in this company. This is what I want to strive for. I want to make a bigger difference here. And I want to plant my flag and I want to put in the work in order to achieve it. You know what? You have to show up for the yes in your life
mhm,
and you need to keep it consistent. And you need to
mhm,
look at your calendar and you need to look at your time and you need to block out the things that you have to do, the things that you get to do, and the things that you want to do in order to get you further in life.
mhm,
But if you keep telling yourself, I don't have the time, or you keep pushing off the priority list of the things that you know deep down, I feel I'm called to do this, or I really want this in my future. Whatever it is on your heart that is important to you, maybe we need to rewind the tape, Mo, and look at, well, why is it important to us? Like, why did we decide to press play on a podcast? What is that bigger picture that we were both striving for in our life that kept our consistency? Because when you look at that, like for me, I love leaving people better than I found them. I love pouring and slapping perspective with the right heart across people's face because these are things that I wish I would have had a woman's perspective back in the day when I was struggling on my mindset train and trying to get myself up and out of my own way because I wanted to be the healthy mom that my two kids deserve. I wanted to be the confident, like sexy wife on date night and not be searching the whole room at the restaurant to try and pick out the most confident woman and feel less than and constantly tug at my shirt. I wanted to be rooted before I even knew what a rooted woman was, and I wasn't. So you look at all of these life experiences, all these rugs that have been pulled out from underneath all of our feet, all of these things that we have walked through, conversations that have let us down, conversations that have lifted us up, the things that we have gone through to get us to where we are today, to walk in the results that we have, to walk in the mindset that we have, to walk in the belief and confidence that we have. I think if you rewound the tape all the way to that day one of let's just press play and see what happens, I think there's always a dream and a little piece that can get ignited in your life because it matters to you so much that you just feel that in this lane, if I'm so boxed in and don't branch myself out, maybe that little ignition light won't really fire up ever again. And to be able to lean into conversations with you and feel more lifted up after, it has been such a blessing in my life beyond the messages that we get from the women and even men that have listened to our podcast because mindset affects all of us.
Mhm.
I think that we need to find the little ignition on why it matters and stop sifting it down and let it be the truth of what you want it to be and what it could be without putting limitations on your shoulders. Like, what's the mountaintop that you're striving for in your life? Name it, claim it, and then really check yourself and be like, am I less thanning it? Because if you're less thanning it, why are you less thanning it? Don't play small. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. That's
That,
good.
yeah, time, small thing, all the other priorities bump it. And some priorities should bump certain priorities. There is a priority list of one to whatever. You can't have 100, but
No.
keep it simple, keep it
Well,
clear,
yeah,
keep it tangible because if you don't, you can't even take messy action because all you're doing is make a damn mess and no action ever happens.
yeah,
'Cause you're just chasing all these things halfway.
you don't wanna be there.
No.
No. There's a really good book on that. Have you read the book, The One Thing? Pretty
I
good.
don't think so.
It's a good book.
Is it red? I
I believe it's white.
don't think so. Maybe
But,
it one word is what I'm thinking of. It's
uh,
red, red book. What's the book about?
doing one thing first, like, really well, and then moving on, and how you can't,
Yeah.
like, spread yourself out and do a million things at once and expect them to all be great. Like, just won't happen.
I mean, we can't, do that, Bewitched, the little genie nose.
Oh my gosh, I used to
Is it
love
this? I don't even know.
I
I
used
got
to
talking puppets and weird noses on this episode.
yes, I'm fine with weird puppet hands.
Good. Otherwise, we'll have to pull this guy out.
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Yours is probably across the room.
He's right over there. Yeah, I can't reach him without going out of the frame, but, um, yeah, I feel like all of that's really good insight. I hope, because we're we're just kind of being very vulnerable and real with you guys on where we're at with everything, and, um, this is a new adventure and a new direction for both of us, and I
Yeah.
think that's why it's kind of fun to talk about too, and hopefully sharing our truth, it inspires you to dig and maybe not be so afraid to go your new direction or chase your thing. Um, because it can be a lot of fun. It can definitely be scary and there's fear and there's a million excuses that can come up and it can, feel real messy. Um, but I think that it can also be really fun and it can be very rewarding. And that was the other thing I thought about. Man, these plants have been really making me think. I'm out there for hours watering these darn plants. That was the other thing I was thinking about today when I was watering them. I'm like, dang, a couple of these guys, like, I don't know if they're gonna make it. I'm like, but I'm gonna keep watering them because I'm gonna keep doing the thing. And there are no guarantees. Like that was like this other thought I had today. I was like, there's no guarantees. Like there's no guarantees anywhere in life. I think we all want them. We want to be like, well, if I do this, then this will happen. It just
Right.
isn't that way.
Right.
So I think the faster you can let go of that as well, if you're trying something new or if you are gonna, go after this thing, let go of the need for a guarantee of a specific result. It could be a hot mess disaster. We could never get another follower after today. Who knows?
Right.
Does that matter to us necessarily? No, because the feeling of like, I just have to do the work. Remember that book, Chop Wood, Carry Water? Like, just keep
So good.
doing the work. And sometimes you won't even see the fruit of all of your work, but
Right.
you do it because it's the right thing to do, right? Like, that's doing these plants. I'm like, I can't, even though I don't think you're going to pan out, I can't skip ya. Like that. I had the thought.
It's like
I wanted to skip ya.
no water for
Not
you.
gonna, but yeah, I know
Yeah.
God's seeing what I'm doing and he's gonna know I skipped you.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that is a really great thing to drive a perspective around because as you said that, you're like, I'm watering these plants and I know some of them are not gonna make it. At the end of the day, Mo, that made me think we can be let me start here. We talk a lot about a lot of people think the grass is greener on the other side, but the truth is the grass is greener where you water it. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking that as you are painting this vision of you watering your plants and the mindset of I know some of these are not going to make it. Maybe they're not supposed to make it. But maybe it's the discipline and the consistency that you created in your habits to show up to do the thing that you need to do in order to protect those plants. Because if you didn't do that, the ones that are supposed to make it and are supposed to make your yard look beautiful, if you didn't create the discipline and the consistency to show up, regardless, because that is what you need to do for those plants, your garden, your landscape wouldn't look the way that it does, regardless of the ones that don't make it. Because you're not doing it for the ones that don't make it. You're doing it for the ones that are going to grab roots and be where they need to be and be planted in your yard.
Mhm.
So there are things that we can focus on that. Oh, I spent money on this. This plant freaking died. I watered the hell out of it and it still died. I did everything right and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't work out because that plant wasn't supposed to be there, but if you try to find the light in it, what did work out is you're out there watering those damn plants and you told me on the front end I kill every plant.
I'm getting a sweet tan too.
Look at now you're looking at I have preserved the plants that are supposed to be there. I'm freaking tan, so I'm looking great. This is awesome.
Working out well.
Yeah, sometimes the things that we work through and we feel are like, "Ah, let us down, didn't work out." What did you it's like the pursuit on the way. What was
Yeah.
that leadership quote that we heard back in the day?
No,
About it's on the tip of my tongue.
I know what you're saying.
It it's about the pursuit of who you become
Mhm.
along the way or something like that. It's
Yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah. It's not necessarily that result, right? It's who you
yeah,
become chasing that result, and I think that that's a great message for all of us, because even in parenting, like there's no guarantee. You can put in all the energy, all the things. and like you're not guaranteed any great result back from the kids. Like that's just life. And when you hold on to that messaging where it's like, okay, but how am I being refined in this process? And how am I, growing and changing and um, stretching through all of this? And who am I becoming? And do I like that version of me that I'm becoming? Um, yeah, it's a different perspective to take the shift and say, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to let go of the result. I'm going to let go of needing and like a solid, this is going to happen. Um, I'm going to let go of the perfection around it and I'm going to guard it and just pour into it like consistently and do it until, right?
Yeah.
Like
Period.
until. Yeah.
Yep. No, that's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And it's funny as you're talking about this, Matt did tell me today that I need to water the new plants. So I'm glad that you brought this up because
You
hubby on the
better.
other side, if you listen to this podcast, when I hang up this, I'm gonna go water those plants. So I
Yeah. That's
brush go water your plants.
what
But we actually had to uproot 3 plants in our backyard. They were beautiful for a few years, and this year they were just like, "Nah, dog, I ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Done." So we had to go buy 3 brand new plants.
Yeah.
Bought the same ones. Um, but yeah, Matt planted them this week.
That's what happened with us too. I mean,
Gotta rewater 'em.
we pulled some big, big bushes out, but the ones that I was talking about that might not make it, we last year had 4 beautiful rose bushes, and then they look terrible now. So we pulled all of them out and put them in a different spot just to maybe hopefully save them. But we bought 6 new ones to put where those were. And so I got these beautiful 6 and they're like so happy and blooming. And then I got these old 4 that I'm like, girls, I'm trying. I'm trying.
I love it.
You have to want it too. I'm
Right.
talking to them. People say to talk to your plants. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do it all.
I love this. I got hand puppets over here. Monique's talking to her plants. This is great. Welcome to the She's Rooted podcast. I love
Oh.
us. I love this. This is so good. How about we just stop on these 2 stumbling blocks? We'll come back next week. There's gonna be a lot that can get in the way of
Yeah.
messy action.
Yeah.
Time and playing this thing small, which maybe we jump into a little bit more of that and add another one on the next one. I don't know, but
No, this is good. This is definitely good. Hopefully, if you're listening and you got that little like itch, you scratch it. Just go. Like again, just do something. Just messy action something. One step.
right.
One
Messy what'd you say the other day? Messy action solves all problems. Is that what you
mass,
said?
massive
Massive.
messy action. So
Yeah. Ooh, make it fancy. Write that down, girls.
yeah.
How did you say that? You said that all like proper. Massive, messy action solves all problems. And here's another thing. You got to ask yourself if it matters to you, if it truly matters to you, you're going to make the time to do it. People do, and they show up for what they value and they protect their priorities around that. So at the end of the day, if it is something that you want to pursue, you will never know if you don't just press play on it.
Yep.
So bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, messy. You'll
I like
figure it out along the way. Hell, we're at episode 51. Our episodes drop on all the platforms now. We didn't start there.
yeah.
We're like, can you have a podcast on YouTube? I don't know. I think it's just a video.
Let's just start a YouTube channel and post videos.
Yeah. Yeah. You start simple, start small. And if you don't know what to do and you know somebody that knows how to do it, just ask them.
Yeah.
So
Some people are really nice and they'll help you, and other people are not. We learned that too.
yeah.
Well, we are gonna do
No.
some dance videos. Remember that?
Oh my gosh.
Nobody wants to help a sister out there when it comes to music, but that's for
No.
another day.
Yeah, we'll definitely jump into that another day for sure.
That's for another day.
Yeah. We try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But you can't be jumping at all the things at one time either. That is maybe that's another thing we can talk about. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
lots of pins.
The one thing you
You
gotta
and I have lots of pins up on that bulletin board, that
Mhm.
dream board. You just pull one down at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This was great. Thank you.
you appreciate it. Get that time. I'm gonna go water those plants, and we'll see you guys next week, I'm sure.
Yes.
So, but yeah. All right. Well, if this added any value to you, if you have any tips on your time, that things that have been super helpful that you can help another sister out, drop it below. Like, this is a community where we're all striving to be our best and grabbing hold of being that rooted woman. And that's what we're going to do. So, drop those comments below. Share this up with someone. If it was meaningful to you, grab one thing. I'm pretty sure your best friend might really enjoy it too.
Mhm.
Maybe we get that one extra follower, right?
There it is.
There it
The
is.
one
It's on you, girl, listening right now.
We've done all we could do.
We're talking to like you're talking to the plants, right?
The plant, yeah.
Come on, you gotta want it.
Yeah.
You gotta wanna grow the podcast. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we should probably stop this one. I love you so much.
Me
I
too.
appreciate this conversation. I think it is going to be so helpful. I know it's even a great reminder for ourselves. I know it because life, we're all rocking it out for the first time, and new things come in and new things come out, and you just need that perspective shift a lot of times. So, until next time, ladies, Mo, you tell them.
Stay rooted, sis. Okay, like a ninja.
Stay rooted, sis. She's like, okay. All right. We love you, girls. We'll see you.
We hope that landed.
If it did, share it up, drop a comment, and you know what? We'll see you on the next episode.
And until then, stay rooted, sister.